Hey everybody, Anthony the Crypto Lawyer here, and I wanted to talk about one of my favorite topics in crypto, and that is decentralized finance. It's definitely a bit of a hot topic in that it's really fascinating. It's new, it's fresh, it's a cool idea, but also there have been some monumental hacks lately that have been not that great, but it's still really exciting, and I'm really interested in it. The main draw to cryptocurrency, obviously, is that it's decentralized, meaning that it's not controlled by anyone. No one can print more cryptocurrency and inflate the cryptocurrency in wild fashions, as we've seen the Federal Reserve do in the past few years. And decentralized finance is based on sort of that same concept. It's finance that is not governed by any one person. It's peer to peer, essentially. It's obviously more complicated than that, but essentially it's peer to peer. And no one central person controls it. So that's great. I mean, you won't have anyone checking your credit score, for example, before giving you a crypto loan. Um, and the downside is though that there's no customer service. There's no one that you can negotiate with if you totally screw up paying back a loan. It basically puts your entire it puts you in the driver's seat of everything. It's a responsibility thing. If you're a responsible person, perhaps a crypto loan is something you might want to consider. Maybe I say somewhat peer to peer because it's not directly loans from point A to point B. Uh, the people who actually give out the crypto loans, for example, like the lenders, if you will, are actually depositing typically the cryptocurrencies and or stable coins that they want to deposit into a liquidity pool. And that same liquidity pool is the same place that a borrower would borrow from. So there's more to it than that, but that's sort of the high level concept for the how this sort of framework works. And it's all based on smart contracts. If you take out a loan, you will likely be paying interest, and that interest will be paid no matter what to the liquidity pool that shares it. And that there is obviously a fear that the borrower is not creditworthy or will not be able to pay back the loan. So typically, these loans are over collateralized, probably no less than 120% of the loan in crypto. So, and I've seen much more than that. I mean, and maybe you would prefer to have it much more collateralized than it otherwise would be because there's less risk of liquidation, which that's for another topic. So it's a really cool, fascinating way to do an essentially peer-to-peer loan, and the borrower gets actual cash. I mean, at the end of the day, they will get a stable coin from this transaction, which they can take to an exchange. And typically, if the stable coin is okay, it will be exchanged one for one with a dollar. And so you can take that dollar, put it in your bank account, and use it, buy a car, whatever you want to do. But so that's really cool. But the problem is, it's a very risky space still. It's in its infancy. Just it's still incredibly risky. I mean, this is certainly an advanced cryptocurrency topic. It's not something that I would ever suggest or advise anyone who's new to crypto to do. But if it sounds like something that you'd be interested in doing, it might be something worth investigating and researching and investing only that amount of money, which you would be comfortable completely losing through no fault of your own. And there's a number of reasons why that would occur. For example, if the swapping mechanism somehow got hacked, which has happened in the past, and I am not a techie in that sense, so I don't know I don't have a full understanding of how these hacks occur, but I know they do occur. So you kind of have to just go in it with the understanding that there are still bugs being worked out in terms of the security aspect of these things. But it's a work in progress, and I'm really excited to see where this field goes. So if DeFi is something that you're interested in, certainly check it out. I'll try to make more videos about it in the future, actually, if I can learn more about this stuff. So keep you posted.